D. Charles Finney, URK216105. In this video, I am going to explain about the 10th exercise, that is the last one, graphical user interface. For me, it's given as the first question, calculator. I have done in the PyCharm software, and this is we are starting this is the second one, and this is the calculator. In calculator, we are starting from the we are importing the required module, that is the tkinder, and we are initializing the zero. And we are defining add, sub, multiplication and division. That will I'll explain that next. So first we initializing a root variable we are initializing a root variable tk and setting the geometry 713 into 14 using geometry, and using resizable 0,0. The user can't resize the window, and setting the title of the window calculator, setting the title of the window as calculator with the title variable, and next we are initializing number 1 with number 1 and number 2 with int variable, number 1 and number 2 with int variable, and using place we align the labels. So we are creating number 1 entry and number 2 entry for getting the user input values, and aligning the entries using place, and we are creating buttons for addition, subtraction, division and remainder, multiplication, and placing them with the help of place option. So after clicking the buttons, they go to their own user defined function, which is given in the command, the user defined functions. So this is the user defined function. Every user defined function, add, subtraction, multiplication, division and remainder, we define and count as answer lab. These are the global variable. We check if the count is greater than 0, because if the number is greater than 0, then the result label that has been already created will be overlapped. So thus, to avoid overlapping, if the count is greater than 0, then the previous label is destroyed. So in addition, subtraction and multiplication, division, remainder, we get the result from the answer variable and display the answer label. So in the increment the count variable. So in division, remainder, we additionally include as if condition to check whether the num2 entry get value is 0 or not, to avoid 0 division error. So when I run the program, so this is the calculator. I'll give 10 here and 5 here. So when I plus it, the result is 15. When I minus, it's 5, and when I multiply, it's 50. When I model function, I use the model function is 0, and this is 2.0. So we could go to the next program, that is, we want to create a user registration form. So for that also we are importing the module required, that is the tkinder, and ttk also we are importing from tkinder, and we are initializing here also, we are defining submit, and we are initializing root tk and setting the geometry as 747 into 666, and we are using resizable 0,0. The user can't resize the window. So setting the title of the window as user registration form with the help of title, and we are creating labels. Labels for user lab, name lab, user lab, name lab, gen lab, and country lab, hob lab, and with the help of the label we align them with the help of the place. For getting the name, we use entry in the name and name entry variable, and align with the help of place. So initializing the radio int variable or choosing the gender, we use radio button. We use radio button for male female variables. So if the user clicks the male radio button in the radio variable, receives value 1, if not value 2, and it align them with the help of place, that is place and brackets. So for choosing countries, we use combo box. For choosing countries, we use combo box in the country drop down variable, and we give a value of the list countries to display, and using current 0, we display the first element of the list of the combo box. Using get, we can get the values of the combo box which user chooses and aligns them with the help of the place. So defining check buttons of the hobbies and using check button in the play button, that is play button, play button, gaming button, and so on. So we are so in submit, the first if else condition checks whether the radio variable returns 1 or 2, and there is a list created for hobby. If the check button return 1, then they are append to the list and they are converted into string format using join. In answer variable, we have the result in text format, creating answer lab to display the answer variable and align them with the help of the place. So when we choose whatever font and variable we want, and when we run the program, I give my name Charles and male and India, and I like playing game movies. So I have submitted my name and gender, country and hobbies are printed. So the code is run successfully. Thank you, sir.